Hello students, I am Mrs. Rima Sengupta from Shet Vidya Mandir English High School, Vasai. This is the remote learning initiative taken by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School affiliated to CBSE. This is the continuation of English Literature for Standard 8, Unit 9, The Great Stone Face 1, Part 2. Ernest never forgot the story that his mother told him. It was always in his mind whenever he looked upon the great stone face. He spent his childhood in the log cottage where he was born, was dutiful to his mother and helpful to her in many things. In this manner, from a happy yet often pensive child, he grew up to be a mild and quiet youth. Ernest had had no teacher, but the great stone face became one to him. When the work of the day was over, he would gaze at it for hours until he began to imagine that those vast features recognized him and gave him a smile of kindness and encouragement. About this time, there went a rumor throughout the valley that the great man who was to bear a resemblance to the great stone face had appeared at last. It seems that many years before, a young man had left the valley and settled at a distant seaport. Gathergold, which was his name, had set up as a shopkeeper and being sharp in business matters and become so very rich that it would have taken him 100 years only to count his wealth. In time, he thought of his native valley and decided to go back there and end his days where he had been born. Ernest was deeply moved in anticipation of finally beholding in his native valley the long-awaited man of prophecy. He felt that there were many ways in which Mr. Gathergold might render a service to his fellows as beneficent as was the aspect of the great stone face. With scarcely a doubt, he now felt he was to see a living likeness of the wondrous features of the face of stone. Just then, the rumbling of wheels was heard, while a group of expectant people cried out, "Here comes the man of prophecy." Within a 4-horse equipage appeared the features of a yellow-skinned old man with a low forehead, with small eyes wrinkled beset, and with thin lips pressed close together. A beggar woman and her 2 children, who happened along just then, piteously besought a gift, in response to which Mr. Gathergold dropped a few coppers at their feet, mutely suggesting that scattered copper would have been quite as appropriate a name for himself as the one he did bear. Ernest did not join the shout that acclaimed one of such sordid looks and miserly action, the man of prophecy. Instead, as he glanced at the great stone face again, it seemed to say, "Fear not, he will come."